Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sue, and today I'm going to be talking all about the Stila Stay All Day 10-in-1 Illuminating Skin Veil. Now, this is a new rendition of the product. They did used to have this many years back, and it was in packaging that looked like this. It was then taken off the market, and they have brought it back. And it was a very popular product back in its day. And when I was doing a little bit of research on the product, there were a lot of rave reviews and people saying, oh, I'm so glad that Stila's brought this product back. It's just the best, etc., etc. So I was really intrigued to try it. And I thought that this might be the answer to my no makeup days. So I thought it would be a great alternative to a tinted moisturizer. It's got some wonderful claims, and I have very high hopes for this. So I'm just going to tell you what their claims are. Just going to read these from, this is not from the website, it's from the side of the box. So they do say it blurs imperfections. They do say it's enriched with peptides to help the appearance of skin tone and texture. Now, I have a very textured skin. I have enlarged pores, and I'm normal combination. I'm 51 years old. So I don't have flawless youthful skin by any stretch of the imagination. They say that it hydrates for healthier looking skin, helps reduce the appearance of pores, and controls shine. So that links back to claim number 1, that it blurs imperfections. So wow, very excited about that, because if anyone needs anything that blurs pores, it's me. So really excited about that claim. Exclusive complex helps soothe and reduce the appearance of redness. Natural coverage for a barely there look. So again, might be the answer to my no makeup day prayers. Might be something that I can just slap on and I'll never have to think about foundation again. So wouldn't that be nice? They say it illuminates and primes for a radiant glow. Luxurious formula with a silky powdery finish. Dermatologist tested and designed for all skin types. So it does come in one shade, which they call kitten. So it's a kind of universal shade. I'm not sure how it would translate on very dark skins, but I'll just give you a little swatch. It comes out looking like that. So it is tinted more on the light side, light to medium side, I would say. Now, it does come in a 30ml plastic tube, and it's got a pump, which I really like. So I enjoy the packaging. The previous version of this did come in 45ml, so you were getting more product. This is 30ml, and it is really expensive for what it is. In fact, it's more expensive than their foundations. So I do hold out really high hopes for this. So the other thing I meant to mention is that it is advertised on the website with an SPF of 30. The packaging that I saw on the website does state SPF 30 as well. But when I received this product, there is no mention on the packaging, there's no mention on the box of an SPF 30. So I don't know if it's just a South African thing. I don't know if there are 2 versions of this, but I think one of the big selling points was that it did have an SPF in. It doesn't bother me that it's not, that I've got the one without it, because I would never use this as my first line of defense as an SPF anyway. But I just found that quite interesting that my version definitely does not have SPF. So I'm going to move on to the application, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts at the end. I've prepped my skin, I've got on all my skincare and my SPF. So I'm going to take a pump of this. The dispenser is giving me a little bit of drip, but I'm going to take about that much. So you can see it is a slightly kind of skin tone tinted moisturizer. That's what it looks like. That's the texture. It's a little bit gel-like. Just rubbing it between my fingers. And just going to apply it all over my face. It is looking a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but let's see if it kind of blends in. It seems to be. It is giving me a glow. It does look quite hydrating on the skin. In terms of blurring imperfections, can still see my pores as bright as day. So can't really say there's much of a blurring effect there. I'm going to add just a little bit more, see if that makes any kind of difference. So I'm going to put another sort of half a pump on and just gently smooth that into the skin. I did read somewhere that you can apply it with a brush, but I really don't see any point in doing that because it is it's more like a moisturizer in texture. Definitely giving me a glow, but really not covering much at all. So they do say it dries down to a satin silky finish. So maybe I need to give it a little minute or two. I'm not sure how much it's really evened things out for me. It has given me, I don't know if you'd call this a lit from within glow, but it has given my skin a little bit of a glow. And I think if I didn't have enlarged pores, I mean, well, obviously if I had perfect skin, I think this would be beautiful. But my skin is anything but perfect. So I think the temptation would be to add a little bit of foundation over this. And I think you would be able to see what kind of difference it makes in terms of giving you a little bit of luminosity. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to leave it as is. And this is going to be a no foundation makeup day. So what I am going to do is I'm going to powder it down just a little bit. And I'm not going in with a matte powder because that's going to defeat the whole object of the exercise. So I'm going in with my MAC Mineralise Skin Finish. And I'm in the shade Medium Plus. And this just gives you a little bit of a glow. It's not really a mattifying powder, although they say it does control oil. So I'm just going to pat a little bit of that on. And you do need to be quite brave and daring, I think, if you are going to just wear the Skin Illuminating veil on its own. But we're going to see how it goes. I must say, putting a little bit of powder on has definitely kind of taken away a little bit of the shine and has helped to blur my pores. So it has just helped to finish off the makeup, take a little bit of the glare away. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup and then I'm going to come back with my final thoughts. So now that I've added a little bit of color to my face, I am feeling a little bit more confident. But let's see if my expectations are met with their claims. So they do say that it blurs imperfections. I do have particularly large pores. I can't say that it's really done much of a job of blurring them, if I have to be honest. Then they do say it hydrates for healthier looking skin. My skin does look quite hydrated, although a little bit naked, but definitely doesn't look dry. Let's see what else they say. Natural coverage for a barely there look. While it really is barely there, it's almost like using a moisturizer, I would say. Maybe just one notch up, but really not much coverage at all. Illuminates and primes for a radiant glow. Well, my skin is looking quite glowy, but that doesn't necessarily help my pores. It tends to exacerbate them. So I can't really say that that's a big bonus in my case. And let's see what else they say. Yeah, that's basically what this illuminating veil is supposed to do. So I must say, I wouldn't wear it without foundation unless it was a weekend and I'm really having a no makeup day. But I can't really see that it's improved the look or the texture of my skin. I think my skin looks pretty similar had I just applied a moisturizer. So I can't really say that it's done anything from that point of view. Of course, I haven't tried it under a foundation. It might be a really good primer. I will need to just work with a little bit, try it under a couple of foundations and just see how it performs, how it goes from there. But right off the bat, I would say for my combination skin that does have quite a bit of texture and does have enlarged pores, I would say it really is a no-go. If you're just wanting a barefaced look, if I wanted a barefaced look, I could just use a moisturizer with a drop of foundation in it. You know, it would come to the same thing and it wouldn't cost me anything. So a little bit disappointed, but there you go. So guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried the Illuminating Skin Veil. I'd love to know your thoughts. Please leave your comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.